Hi guys, today we do another Project Pan update, and I nearly didn't want to film it because I don't really have much progress apart from one empty product. Well, I have two products maybe with progress, but overall I'm a bit like, ugh, I'm trying to just test out a lot at the moment when it comes to makeup, because my skin is not the best at the moment, so I just try to go through a lot of things and try what works. But let's start with the empties. I finished we had the blush already finished last year, and I also finished the highlighter. There was a repressed one from e.l.f. in there, by the way. So I will clean this compact out, because this one was quite a good compact to have stuff to repress in. So I will clean that up again. Then really good progress. Look at my blush. That pan is massive. I hit pan literally a day after my last update, and then within the month that pan just grew so much. This blush doesn't have much pigment. It's from Kiko Milano. Actually, you can hardly see it. I'm filming in daylight today, which I guess does make it easier. Yeah, you can hardly see it. It is a blush though. It's very, as you can see, very peachy. And it's from the Tuscan Sunshine collection, Florence Dream. It does have like a faint floral smell, which I actually don't mind. I quite like it. But yeah, I'm continue working on that one. Then also, I hit massive pan on my bronzer. So this is the Claudia Schiffer one. Hit also literally 2 days after filming the last update, a little pan, and then it started to grow now. So this one is already repressed, which makes it easier also to use. And it's a good shade for me at the moment. Let me actually swatch it, because I'm very pale. It's winter time. Yeah, you can hardly see it, but it gives a nice warmth to the face. So happy with that. And then as a setting powder most of the days, I used this one from Bare Minerals. This is the matte powder and Glow Brilliant. It's like a translucent powder duo, invisible light duo. And I used more this side, and you can see it's like a baked product. So you can see it's like usually like a porcelain tile or like a stone tile underneath where they bake it on, and I can see the tile now. And also overall, I don't know if you can see, it's getting really flat. This one was domed before, and this one I use a bit more as well, although this one is a bit shiny, and I'm not on that one for every day really. I don't always want that. Need to clean my makeup, by the way. Mascara is still the Estee Lauder one, still going on. I think we're over 3 months now that I use this one, but I usually use mascaras until I find like they're dried out. It's slowly drying out though, but it's still going. So whoopsie. So I will just continue going. And I thought I mentioned other products I use at the moment, but it's really hard to measure. I will not weigh it because it's like minimal. I use from La Croix Aldi the brow gel at the moment, actually since months, and that one is still going. It's not like a strong brow gel, it's really, really light only, but that's what I like. I'm not like a massive eyebrow person, so still using that one. And then one thing I hardly made any progress is the primer. This is the last primer I have in my collection. This one is a illuminating one from Estee Lauder, and because the foundation I use is so high coverage, I found it's waste to use this primer underneath, because this is actually quite a nice illuminating one. So I just stopped using it. So progress is, as you see, extremely minimal because I don't want to waste it. Instead, what I used a few times is from Illamasqua. I had a sample Hydra Veil, which is a rehydrating gel. I think this is supposed to be some sort of primer. I just put it on top of my skincare, and yeah, it's nearly empty, that pot. So I will continue using it as some sort of primer. Foundation, funnily enough, again, I actually don't have any update on it to be more. It's actually, or less, it's actually a little bit more again, because I mixed some more other foundations in there to just get the shade right. So unfortunately, I leave it at that now. And saying that, I hardly use this one. I used it a few times, but my skin is not good. So I tried some other foundations. I tried this one again, the Burberry Stick Foundation. This is like the number shade 11 Porcelain, and this is the Fresh Glow Gel Stick. And I'm actually slowly going down on that one. So, but I'm happy to pan it at some point, but at the moment it's just one of the foundations I'm using every now and then. So I just mix and go with all the other foundations, but these two I used most this month, so I thought I would just throw it in there. And then I need a new highlighter, so I'm throwing this one in there. I started to use this one from Laura Geller. This is Peach Glow Baked Gelato Swirl, and this one is just lovely, and it looks cheap in the packaging, to be honest, but it's just such a nice highlighter. It's really subtle peach glow. I think would also work really nicely actually as a blush topper, but yeah, I'm happy to use this one. I wanted to really pan a palette this year, a face palette, but because I'm going so strong with the bronzer and the blush, I thought, okay, I will just throw a little highlighter in there and hopefully it would all finish up at the same time. And then I will also throw another powder in there, the Revolution Pro Correcting Pressed Powder. This one apparently has hyaluronic acid, and because my skin is so dry, I thought, okay, let me try if that's actually done. As you can see, I started using it and I wore away already the embossing, which was like a wave design. I used this in conjunction with the other powder I didn't use as much. Remember this one? It was here last time and now it's down here. I fill that up every now and then. It's the one from Juno, the Juno Blur powder. So I like it in that packaging though, because it's much easier to use than this massive box. And then what I will also throw in my project pan are an eyeshadow stick, actually dual-ended one from Ted Baker Cosmetics. This is the Bright Eyed with Ted. Does it have a number? It doesn't actually say. Well, that's not very helpful. Made in Italy. I had this since last year, and funny enough with this one, so there is a darker side and a lighter side, and I'm just happy to pan it because the darker side is really lovely and I like it. There we go, like a taupey color. The lighter side, firstly, hardly shows up when you swatch it. It's very skin tone colored, but also the lighter side really creases and the darker side doesn't. So I thought, you know what, I will use it as a setting for my eyeshadow, as a sort of primer for my eyeshadow when I need something that needs to be a bit more sticky. I probably won't use it every day because I go through an eyeshadow project at the moment. Some of the eyeshadows are really good and actually don't need a primer, but if I do feel like I need it, I will use this one now because I'm happy to pan this one, as I really quite like the packaging of this one, but because one side is a bit rubbish, I don't want to keep this whole thing, so I prefer to just use it up. And there we go. But yeah, that's it for me today. Project Pan, let me know what you think. I feel like it looks much when I look at it here, but because I use so many other products at the moment, also on the site, it feels not much. I just try to really cycle through my collection and find out a lot of things. But these are the things I'm mainly focusing on, but I'm also using a lot of other stuff. Really trying to look at my collection. That's it for me today. I hope you like it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!